Welcome to the itdvds.com YouTube channel. This is just a sample of the training available at itdvds.com. If you would like to see complete training, please go to itdvds.com. Now let's begin the sample. The minimum requirements to install Exchange 2010 are going to be a 64-bit processor, and that's because Exchange 2010 is a 64-bit application. There is no 32-bit version. And also we're going to need Windows Server 2008 with Service Pack 2, or we can install it on Windows Server 2008 R2. And both of those need to be 64-bit edition, again, because Exchange 2010 is 64-bit. At a minimum, we're going to need 4 gigs of RAM. And if we want to use database availability groups for high availability, we're going to need Windows Server 2008 R2 Enterprise, and that's because we need the clustering features that come with Enterprise. Now we can still use Exchange 2010 Standard. We just need Windows Server 2008 R2 Enterprise. And we don't actually create a cluster, but database ability groups just use the clustering features. If we want to run Exchange 2010 on a virtual machine, then that virtual machine needs to meet the minimum requirements that we just talked about. So the guest operating system needs to be, Windows Server 2008 with Service Pack 2 or Windows Server 2008 R2. But the hypervisor can be Windows 2008 with Hyper-V, Windows 2008 R2 with Hyper-V, or Hyper-V Server 2008 and Hyper-V Server 2008 R2. Now, third-party hypervisors are supported. And for a list of the supported hypervisors, we're going to go to Windows Server Catalog, and actually here's the whole URL if you want to pause the movie and take a look at it. But you can see there are a number of supported third-party hypervisors. Citrix Zen Server, Red Hat Hypervisor, and VMware ESX is also supported. But for the virtual machine that Exchange 2010 is running on, snapshots are not supported. We can do them, they're just not supported. And really that's because a lot of information is held in Active Directory, and if we snapshot our Exchange server, things could get out of sync. Also, thin disks are not supported. Those are dynamically expanding disks. Some requirements for our environment, meaning our forest and our domain for Exchange 2010, are going to be that all domain controllers are at least Windows 2003 with Service Pack 2. Technically, we can get away with Service Pack 1 on Windows Server 2003, but that's generally not supported anymore. So we want to be up to Service Pack 2 before we can install Exchange 2010. Also, we need a global catalog in every site. So that's every site within Active Directory sites and services. And also our forest and domain functional level need to be at least Windows 2003.